Show. Heard on Big Hits, Big Mama Radio.
Big Mama Radio live on the beat. Breaking news, y'all gotta take a seat. Puff Daddy drama unfolding tight. We got the tea served hot tonight. Turn it up loud, it's the update show. Big Mama got the scoop you need to know. Drama in the air, let the story flow. Stay locked in, we about to go. Courtroom buzz got the city on fire. Truth or lies, what's the true desire? Big Mama's mic got the pulse in check. Every word hits with the live effect. You know, turn it up loud, it's the update show. Big Mama got the scoop you need to know. Drama in the air, let the story flow. Stay locked in, we about to go. Stay tuned right here where the stories ignite. Big Mama Radio, keeping it tight. Puff Daddy trial and the clock goes tick. Hold your breath, y'all. It's about to get thick.
Good morning. This is your bad boy breakdown. Diddy on trial the first 9 days. This morning, we are gonna break it all down for you, ladies and gentlemen. X is showing something wrong. With the new streamer, should have done that. Why did it do that? You see what I'm saying?
X is funky with the title updates.
See if you can.
Pretty disconnected. There's only one person on there.
See if you can update titles. See what it says. Yeah, you can go actually. Yeah, there you go. You got it. You know what you're doing. Usher, Obama name dropped in Diddy's trial as sex trafficking case heats up. Sean Diddy Combs allegedly carried around pills in the shape of former President Barack Obama's face, according to trial testimony. Week 3 of Sean Diddy Combs' sex trafficking and racketeering trial begins. Multiple celebrities have already been name dropped during the testimony. Usher, former President Barack Obama, Biggie Smalls, Jennifer Lopez are a few A-list names that came across during testimony. A Diddy's jury heard from his former assistants, ex-associates, and his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. Diddy's trial began on May 5th. We're 3 weeks in with jury selection. Opening statements were presented on May 12th, and the disgraced music mogul appeared in court to sit through testimony from Cassie, her mother, former Homeland Security investigating agents, plus singers Dawn Richard and Kid Cudi. Let me give you the first 9-day breakdown. There was no court on Friday. There was no court on Monday. They will resume court today. What Diddy did over the weekend, nobody knows what Diddy did.
Right?
Did he do? What did he do?
What did he do? What did he do? But here is a breakdown. If you missed anything in the first 9 days, I'm going to break it all down for you. Then we're going to jump into some videos that we got. Betty is our video correspondent, and she has diligently been lining them up for this segment. Former President Barack Obama was named only because Sean Diddy Combs' former assistant David James testified on May 20th that the rapper typically carried 20 to 30 undisclosed pill bottles, according to James. Can you describe the ecstasy that you saw him taking? The U.S. attorney asked.
Yeah.
There were various pills, but there was one that was in the shape of former president's face, James explained. Which former president, the prosecutor questioned? President Obama, James answered. Former Danity Kane singer Dawn Richard testified that Usher was at dinner when Sean Combs allegedly punched Cassie Ventura in the stomach. We were having a private conversation, and we were all sitting, eating at the tables together. Richard recalled during her testimony, I saw some Bad Boy, saw some of our other label, and even some celebrities were in the room, and they were secretly arguing, and he punched her in the stomach. Sean Combs punched her in the stomach. She immediately bent over and he told her to leave because I could see him point out, and she went out and left the room. Richard claimed music executive Harv Pierre, two of Diddy's assistants, the rapper's security, and Kalina Harper were present for the West Hollywood dinner. During cross-examination, it was revealed that Richard hadn't mentioned all of the celebrities at the dinner. Yeah, Usher was there. Jimmy Iovine was there. Neo came through. Richard eventually added. Then there were a few others too. I don't recall those people, but those were the ones I remember talking to. Way to get some names out there. I'm going to subpoena Usher, Jimmy Iovine, and Neo. Is Jimmy Iovine still alive? I don't know. Find that out for me real quick. Jimmiiovine. I feel like he is maybe one of those. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, still kicking it. 72 years old. I'll never forget when I saw a dude in public. Kid Cudi, everybody knows about his. We've talked about his testimony. Kid Cudi took the stand on May 22nd and testified about alleged break-in that occurred in his home the day Diddy found out that the Pursuit of Happiness singer was dating Casey Ventura. According to Cudi, his car was set on fire a month later, and also his Christmas presents were ripped open. The Notorious B.I.G. Biggie Smalls or Christopher George Latore Wallace has been mentioned a few times in Diddy's sex trafficking trial. Biggie was killed in a drive-by shooting at age 24 in 1997. During the testimony of Diddy's former assistant, George Kaplan, he was revealed that the music mogul used the name Frank Black when booking his hotel reservations. James also revealed that Diddy used the name Frank Black when booking, I think it was a reference to Biggie, Kaplan told the jury, adding, I think that's Biggie's nickname was Frank White. Kaplan also testified May 21st and was a paid holiday for employees at Combs Enterprises because of Biggie's birthday. That's just a tip of the iceberg when it comes to Biggie.
Right.
When it comes to Dawn Richard, Richard told the jury Diddy threatened her to remain quiet about the alleged abuse of his then girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. Richard told the court that one day after an alleged altercation in which she observed Cassie being attacked, the Missing You rapper told her it was a par for the course in a normal relationship. Diddy and Richard were in the recording studio when he allegedly said that what was witnessed the day before was passion and what people in relationships do. He claimed Cassie was okay, that it was the best of. They didn't say anything. The rapper allegedly said that where he's from, people go missing. She testified she heard his word to mean that people end up dead.
That's how I take it.
Cassie Ventura's former makeup artist testified also worked for Rihanna and Jennifer Lopez. Mila Morales claims she worked for Sean Diddy Combs in 2000-2005. After you stopped working for Mr. Combs, who's the artist that you worked with? Assistant U.S. Attorney asked. According to Morales, she worked with Rihanna for 13 years along with Jennifer Lopez. Are there others that you're not remembering right now, Comey asked. Yeah, there's so many, Morales responded. It's a long list of names. We already know about Michael B. Jordan, but what is the story? At one point, Sean Diddy Combs suspected Cassie of a relationship with Michael B. Jordan, not the other way around. Cassie testified that she broke up with Diddy in 2015 while in South Africa for a movie. She told Diddy's defense lawyer during cross-examination that someone had reached out to her about being at an event, but Cassie wasn't actually there. She testified that she eventually learned Combs was at the event with Gina, another woman he had been seeing. Cassie admitted to being angry because she thought Gina was no longer in the picture. Cassie explained she cut off contact with Combs, blocked him, and focused on the movie. Diddy began to suspect she was in a relationship with Jordan, but Cassie testified she didn't remember his reaction. On May 19th, Cassie's former friend, Carrie Morgan, testified to the singer's connection with Jordan. Morgan testified that she didn't know much, but they were speaking at the time. She emphasized Cassie was not with Diddy at the time, but the rapper was allegedly jealous.
That is wild.
James recalled David James Sean Diddy Combs' former personal assistant testified about a run-in with Suge Knight during his testimony Tuesday. James recalled driving with Diddy's security guard to Mel's Diner to get food after a late night at the studio when they ran into the Death Row Records chair. The two allegedly left after 4 black SUVs pulled into the parking lot and someone gave Knight a gun. James said he drove D-Rock Diddy's security guard and the rapper back to the diner per Diddy's request. Combs was allegedly in the back seat with 3 handguns in his lap. However, they did not see Knight in the diner at the diner. Combs allegedly told James to drive around the block. That sounds like a flex. You knew they weren't there. The former personal assistant testified he was really shook up by it and that it was the first time working for Diddy where he thought his life was in danger. They went back to New York and James gave his 6 months notice. 6 months notice? Hey, man, I'm going to give you my 6 months notice.
Yeah.
In 6 months, I won't be working here anymore. 6 months notice.
Can I get a raise?
Sean Diddy Combs' defense team revealed during testimony on May 15th that the rapper brought Britney Spears to Cassie Ventura's 21st birthday party.
Huh.
Diddy's defense lawyer, Ana Estevao, took Cassie back to the beginning of the former couple's relationship during his cross-examination. At Cassie's 21st birthday, Combs brought Dallas Austin and Britney Spears. Cassie and Diddy had seemingly just begun seeing each other romantically.
Mm-hmm.
Mila Morales told the jury she saw Cassie injuries to her face for an alleged physical altercation between the singer and Sean Diddy Combs. She claimed there had been a party at Prince's home. Morales claimed she noticed the injury late at night or early in the morning. Is this where the alleged Prince tapes come from? Bruce Willis was brought up during Cassie's testimony at Diddy's trial. Cassie told Diddy was at the edge of tears in the emotional text exchange shown in court about his private family life. Cassie wrote, "As much as you think you're Bruce Willis, you aren't. You're married, and before he was married, the family as a whole went on trips together or just went with him and his woman. Eddie Murphy and Paige took his kids away on his own. Whatever, it doesn't matter." But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you got so far. That has been the first 3 weeks of testimony and the prosecution or the trial of Sean Diddy Combs. What do you got for videos today?
I got a few of them on here.
All right, what do you got for me? Come on, break it down for us. Let's watch it live now. If you got a chance, jump onto the Joshua Tree stream. If you're listening on the app right now, it's available on all social media and live at BigMamaRadio.com. You can find it on X. You can find it everywhere, but we're also streaming it on the website as well. So make sure you go check it out.
Trial witness list.
But here you go. Let's get into it.
Defense has come out, and it is star-studded. Here are just a few names: Kanye West, Kid Cudi, Prince Harry. There's a whole list in the disclosures that's just titled royalty. Mike Myers, Michael B. Jordan, Young Miami, Cuba Gooding Jr., Bishop T.D. Jakes, Daphne Joy, Justin Bieber, Chris Brown, 50 Cent, Travis Scott, Kendrick Lamar, Ty Dolla $ign, Future, Tory Lanez, French Montana, Lil Baby, Meek Mill, Hailey Bieber, Jaden Smith. You've also got listed on there the former Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris, some congressmen like Maxine Waters, former mayors like Michael Bloomberg, Rahm Emanuel, Eric Adams, John Kerry, who was the former U.S. Secretary of State, Deval Patrick, former governor of Massachusetts. The list goes on and on. Some of them have attended parties, some of them haven't, some of them are going to be character witnesses, like, oh, here's how, he really is type of thing.
That's the defense list?
Yeah.
That's the defense list?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
They're going there to say that he's a good guy. Some of them are. Some of them are not.
Well, they're the defense list. They've all agreed to say good things.
Right. They were all involved. But guess what? When they start going in there to say good things, there's going to be a cross-examination of all of those witnesses and all those people that you're bringing on. And you better be careful because if that attorney is any good, she's going to get the right information out.
Justin Bieber. So you're telling me that P. Diddy is a good guy. Is that what you're telling me?
What'd you do on that when you were 16?
I actually have a text message that I secured from Diddy's phone where you ask him not to touch you anymore. You want to explain that? Like, or whatever. Like, that's the thing. Like, this is interesting. I wonder if I'd also like to test the legitimacy of the video. Oh, wait, hold on.
Ooh, there's more.
Part 2.
Okay, so check this part.
All right.
Huge turn for what I'm reading. George Kaplan, who was Diddy's fixer, testified. In his testimony, he said that he used to pick up money for Diddy, food, and drugs. He was the one that was covering up everything for Diddy. He said he would book Diddy hotel rooms under the name Frank Black. When Cassie testified, she also mentioned picking up drugs for Diddy. A hotel security guard testified that the day or night when that incident happened with Cassie, Diddy tried to bribe him by throwing a stack of money at him and told him don't tell anybody. Now, whether he took the money or not, it don't matter, because this is how they got Diddy on RICO charges. They can now prove that Diddy was involved in a pattern of racketeering activity through the operation of an enterprise. They have to prove at least 2 acts within a 10-year period. First off, Diddy has an enterprise called Calms Global. And now with these testimonies, they got Diddy on criminal activity with the drugs, that's 1, and bribery with the security guard, that's 2. The testimonies from the assistant Kaplan and from Cassie prove the criminal activity with the drugs and the violence. And the testimony from the security guard proves the bribery. That's the 2 acts needed to hit Diddy with RICO charges. Now, I read that Diddy is facing life. I don't believe they'll give him life, but from the way it's looking now, it does look like he's about to sit down for a while.
Because that's just the RICO. The RICO's not going to get you life. It's the combination of those charges.
Like all the other stuff.
Right. And the sex trafficking.
So Diddy...
All right.
Absolutely.
I do love
Okay,
this
go
guy,
back
though.
more.
Follow this guy. Do you follow this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, this
that's a good
guy.
one.
This guy, is he a lawyer?
No. Oh,
Here,
what? The other
guy we just heard?
The one that gave you the list?
No, the guy.
This one, no.
Are we sure he's not a lawyer?
Yeah, I don't think he's a
How
lawyer.
big's that guy that just did the video's criminal record? Because he knows.
He knows what he's talking about.
Like that's I always said, look, every police department and sheriff's department, federal agency should go out and find one really good reformed criminal to work for him, and he's just their consultant who's like, hey, so we got this case. What do you think?
Yeah. Oh, well, let
You
me
know,
tell you.
because
Yeah.
there's a lot of reformed people out there that may have been some kind of a, and I'm not talking go find somebody who was a murderer and reformed.
Right.
But if you used to rob banks and when you were in your 20s and now you're in your 40s or 50s, you don't rob banks anymore and you've been a great citizen for 30 years, put that dude on the payroll somewhere.
That's what they do with the hackers. They convert them over
Hell
to the good
yes.
side.
Man, I got to tell you, sometimes just based on my juvenile craziness, I read some of these cases that we get, and I'm like, I think it's I don't know. It's like, by the way, I share the latest podcast because I want to make sure everyone hears it. It's about the 2018 shooting. All right, what do we got?
All right, we got some more here.
Oh.
Just want to put as much out there.
Personal assistant for 2 years. He was very emotional and crying during his testimony.
He decided to quit after an incident in November 2008 when he was ordered to drive Diddy and his bodyguards to Mel's Diner in LA to confront Suge Knight. As many will know, he's the man who ran Death Row Records, who Diddy classed as one of his biggest rivals.
I love we just flashed
James
the
said
screen.
he looked into the back of the black Escalade and saw Diddy had 3 handguns in his lap. He told the jury, quote, "I was really shook up by it. It was the first time I realized my life was in danger."
So he took him on a little trip to go basically shake Suge up.
All right. I'm glad you played this because it gives us a chance to actually cover this when I was just reading it.
Mhm.
Oh, I can't wait for this one. But this is what all right, so according to the world of rumor and conspiracy theories, this is all allegedly and according to the rumor and conspiracy theories.
Mhm.
All right, let me break this down for you. Allegedly, Diddy had some involvement in Biggie's death, but didn't kill him actually. Something to do with Tupac's death, but didn't actually kill him. Something to do with Craig Mack's death, but didn't actually kill him. Something to do with who's the guy? Now that Chubb Rock, but died, but didn't do it. His ex-wife, but didn't do it.
Right.
So the list
His
is
ex-bodyguard.
his ex-bodyguard, but didn't do it. Didn't do it.
Right.
So this is a guy that if all of these people were killed it would be done by Diddy's order. He didn't actually kill those people. He ordered their
like
hits.
Manson. And that's why he's sitting in prison because he
So-
ordered crazy people to do crazy
So
things.
if all those conspiracies were true, him driving, he's out acting like, yo, man, I'm P. Diddy in L.A., man, everybody love me. Now, Suge Knight, who's been in prison, is a criminal and will tell you he's a criminal.
Yeah.
And ruled his label by fear alone. And that's ask anybody. Read it up for yourself.
Mhm.
The man's a scary guy talking from jail.
Yeah.
And Suge rolls up and goes, oh, let's go kill this dude. Let's just go kill him. He killed Tupac.
Yeah.
Let's go kill this dude right now. And I'm not sure if this incident happened before or after.
Right.
But there was still that beef. Let's go kill this dude.
Yeah.
This dude's got beef. Let's show him what West Coast's all about. And they went to go pop that dude. And somehow he escaped without being popped. And to save face, he was like, take me back to my hotel room, man. I mean, then he went out, got 3 pistols, laid him in his lap, waited about 5 minutes to get into the car or whatever, stalled just a little bit longer, got into the car, talked a lot of smack all the way there about how he's going to kill everybody there.
Yeah.
And knew when he got there, they'd all be gone. It was like, oh, man, I get their ass next time.
They got lucky.
Right, they got lucky. That was a flex. 100 and people, I would have looked at him like, dog, why are you flexing? You don't do the actual work.
Yeah.
Even if I worked for him, I'd have said, Diddy, why are you flexing? You don't know you don't do the work.
Right.
Just call somebody to handle it. You that pissed about it, handle it.
Isn't that weird?
I wonder how many times Suge Knight had an attempt on his life that didn't succeed.
I'm sure. And of course, we always have our favorite girl, our Rotten Mango, a correspondent, and she gave us there's
I don't know what she did
more
before the
information.
Diddy trial or how big her podcast was before the Diddy trial, but she's massive now.
Oh yeah, and well, she's done a lot of like criminal, and she does a lot of courtroom stuff.
Cassie says that
I can take it.
Yep, go for
the
it.
two of them are texting about planning a freak off. Cassie texts Combs, "Me too. I just want it to be uncontrollable. I can't wait to watch you. I want you to get real hot." She responds, "I can't wait to stare at some big black." In another message, Combs texts Cassie, "I'm so horny I can't concentrate." She responds back, "So what do you want to do?" "I'm going to Dwayne Reed to grab candles and then going home to pack us a bag. If you want any regular clothes, by the way, or just sweats, then I can go check in, set the room up, I'll eat, take my vitamins, LOL, and get ready before I leave the house. Just want to know what you're thinking." It's crazy because as these text messages are being revealed in court, I think it's like you sit there and you're like logically thinking and you go, yeah, no, it makes sense. This is exactly what Cassie said in her direct testimony, and this has been her stance since even she filed her civil lawsuit. It's like the whole grooming thing. They met when she was super young, impressionable. He's got the power. She wanted to make him happy. She clearly did not want to participate in these things, but she didn't know what else to do. And that's kind of what you get in the text messages. But I think in that courtroom, the impact as they're being read out was very intense. A lot of the jurors were scribbling notes, especially when the more explicit vulgar messages came up. I don't personally think that the vulgar messages are evidence of anything, but it had such a strong shock value in that moment that it was just hard to not feel when it feels like the whole room feels shocked, because there's like a collective energy that everybody has. Because I mean, in the direct, they also brought up a lot of text messages where she's initiating freak-offs. So it really just like depends on, I guess, the juror, because it doesn't matter what we think, it matters what the 12 jurors think.
I hope they left the opportunity to recall Cassie.
I hope so.
Because I hope that the one thing that I don't think was ever asked is, why were you so interested in the freak offs? And I'm 100% convinced it was for the fix.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like he was a holder of the drugs. Like
Right.
it's right. I hold the power that you need. Oh, is it hurting? You want to do a freak off?
Exactly.
Like, and then she learned that the way that it all felt better if the pain was too intense during withdrawal was to make him happy and give him what you needed in order to get the fix. And drug addiction is the most powerful thing you'll ever see in the world, man. I'm just saying, it's the most powerful thing you'll ever see. What's next?
All right, I've got some more. She's just been talking about different times during the trial because there's a lot of information that has not come out yet.
Right.
So there's still stuff that they're working on, but here's another kind of
we're 3 weeks in, getting ready to start week 4.
Yeah.
Against Cassie Ventura. In front of Ana Estevao is a binder with all these papers, and it seems like every page has a different post-it sticking out of it, and the whole time Tenny is just passing more post-its. These defense attorneys are keeping the post-it company in business. The amount of post-its after the cross-examination, I want to say, is like 3 inches high. So there are a lot of text messages brought into evidence from the defense. Now, one text from 2009, Sean texts Cassie, "I'm so horny." Estevao asks her, "And you received that message?" And in response, what do you say? "Oh my God, I was about to text you the same thing." Sean responds, "How are you feeling? Talk to me. You're supposed to be seducing me all day." "LOL, I'm sorry. I'm nervous. I feel like I want to fuck." Another text thread that is exchanged between Cassie and Combs a few days before the Intercontinental Hotel incident. So this is them preparing for a freak off in the Intercontinental. Cassie messages Combs, I want to spend time with my baby. Okay, well, let me know either way so I can plan my night. Love you so much. You look so sexy today. Hello? Well, hit me when you have time. Thank you, baby. I love you so much, and you look so sexy today. So what are you planning to do so I can plan the rest of my night? Baby, I want to FO so bad, but I don't want to fuck myself up. What am I to do? Anytime a new text message thread is shown, it just seems like a good chunk of the times Combs will literally physically lift his butt up out of his chair so that he can sit at the edge of his seat, lean onto the table, put his glasses on, and read the text from the evidence screen.
So it sounds like they, from like their 10 years of text messages, they will cherry pick very brief conversations that sounded like Cassie wanted to freak off.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes. His energy while he's reading the evidence screen reminds me of, well, first he's looking at the evidence screen, but his demeanor is very casual. It's fascinating. He looks like, the best way I can describe it is, it's like he's staring at a menu when it's too dark in a restaurant. He's just like squinting, looking at the evidence screen, but it's a very casual demeanor. I don't know how to describe that even better.
You can. It's a crime boss. That's the demeanor of a crime boss and a narcissist. Like, and what's crazy is, like, you know, I used to always say the narcissist word was overused.
Yeah.
It was just early. It was just premature. People were using it prematurely. Now you see people and you're like, ooh, full-blown narcissist.
Yeah.
Doesn't even realize when they're doing something wrong.
I think this is the same one as the first one that I sent because I wasn't sure if it's sent. Yeah, I didn't have a whole lot there. But yeah, that's pretty much
all right. There we
everything on Diddy there.
I'm curious about that defense witness list, or if it's all right. There obviously is a behavior with Sean Combs that is 100% true.
Yeah.
Whether or not the freak-offs were illegal hasn't been proven, and it's still allegedly, and we're still in the middle of it. And just like with O.J. Simpson, you're going to have to accept whatever the jury's verdict is on these cases.
Right.
They will not get a chance to retry him. If you were at a freak-off and it was let's just say the freak-offs were 100% above water. 100% above water. We're still on the four screen. 100% above water. Let's just say.
Yeah.
Okay. If they were, let's just say I'm Justin Bieber. Let's say I was never groomed as a teenager, but I saw what went down, and I was like, boy, I can't wait to be 18 again, John. I'm going to jump into this, dog. I'm a freak, dude. I'm just saying, what if? This is alleged, all right? So at 18, he gets invited, he goes, and they start doing freaky stuff.
Right.
Now, hiring prostitutes is illegal. We've learned that could get for solicitation of a prostitution. It's a minor crime and not a federal crime, and it's a state crime, and it could be brought up later down the road, but not what they're trying him for.
Yeah.
Okay? So if I was like willing to, like I'm Justin Bieber and I willingly went and nothing shady went down and P. Diddy's actually innocent, okay?
Right.
Don't bring my name up, dog. I don't want no one to know I'm a freak.
Yeah.
So if that defense witness list is real, what you got is a whole bunch of people that are a bunch of freaks.
There are a bunch of freaks. There was, I mean, actually, you know what's really interesting? Last night I saw an interview with the lead singer of Megadeth, of all people, right? And he was talking about the corruption that happens in the music industry and how the minors are always being kind of targeted against sexual violence against, kids basically in the music industry. And he was talking about people that have committed suicide, but with weird connections before they committed suicide. Like, for example, like Soundgarden, like the lead singer of Soundgarden was actually doing a documentary with the lead singer of Linkin Park, which also committed suicide, about pedophilia and the rings of pedophilia in Hollywood. And the lead singer of Megadeth was talking about that. And it's like, this is like the corruption is real deep. He says it is just.
He said that on camera?
He did.
That's ballsy.
Yeah, he did.
Because if what you say is true and now you're stating it again, bang, bang.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And they don't have to do it like they used to have to do it, where they have to hide it. They'll just send somebody over and put a bullet in you.
Oh yeah, well,
Like,
you die
and they'll
from
be like,
pneumonia.
"Oh, someone broke into his house and killed him."
You die from the pneumonia now, you know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I
that's
know,
just how it is.
What I hope is happening while this trial is going on, the state of New York is going, "Hey, we got some state charges. Let's get those ready so when this is all over, we can nail it out. You know, if he's found guilty, we'll press the state charges. If he's found not guilty, we'll press the state charges." Like, there's state crimes here. And they know you can't be charged with the same crime, but there is legitimately going to become state-level crimes that were mentioned in this trial that aren't a part of the crime that he's doing, but just prove that he is.
What is that? What is that?
There should be no statute of limitations for an ass whooping caught on video.
Bro. Well, yeah, I guess if you can put it that way.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. There should be no, like, you whooped her ass in the hallway and dragged her by her hair. Federal felonious, state felonious assault. I mean, it is
Like right off the bat.
right off the bat. I don't care what kind of thing. I don't need a victim.
Yeah.
But the state of New York might be one of those things where you need a victim to charge a crime.
Okay.
Florida's not one of them, just so we know.
It's not. All right. So I'm
You
trying
have
to
something else?
find, I'm trying to find the Megadeth interview, which it was pretty interesting when he talks about P. Diddy.
Well,
There's one there, but I'm not sure if that's the one.
I think the thing that there's going, I'm curious about the Kid Rock claim. Now,
Oh,
we
that
didn't
was
talk about this,
interesting.
so while you're getting that, let me just say
I
real quick.
was looking a lot into that, and this video is like a 25-minute video we got to watch later and see, but it actually has Kid Rock talking about it, and I think that's all that really happened. I think he was talking about it. I don't think he actually showed up at the trial. We need to go
Something
into it.
says that Kid Rock is in possession of a file. The rumor that this is the alleged internet rumor that Kid Rock is in possession of a file that will bury Diddy.
Yeah, supposedly.
But if Kid Rock was in possession of it, then walking into the courtroom and slamming it down on the ground is exactly what he would do.
Yeah.
So it makes sense, right?
But that might make it inadmissible.
Right, because you have to give that before.
Right. Your Honor, we've got some new evidence we'd like to submit that we didn't know we had, but we want to go ahead and press 9 more charges on that.
Yeah.
I think it's, I don't know, whatever. I'm not a big guy.
It's like, how does that work?
Um,
All right, you can put that video on, Sean, and let's see if that's the interview.
the lead singer of Megadeth.
You can scroll it up a little bit because they get all dramatic about.
My mom was a Jehovah's Witness, and when I did not know what to do, and I knew it was just a matter of time before I was going to lose the apartment. The devil's tried to... What were your hexes?
You can move forward.
I really don't want to get into it because I don't want to...
Because there's a lot about his personal life and Megadeth.
People listening to something, you've been an outcast, you've been a...
And music's going to get us in trouble.
Yeah.
Believe they're angels. I've got a pretty good understanding of a lot of
Am
that
I
stuff.
close?
Further up.
There's a lot of stuff that's in TV right now with Sean
There we go.
Puff Daddy Combs,
Little bit
with
back.
Jeffrey Epstein, with all these people that are control from the pedophilia. There's a lot.
That's when he gets into it.
Trial of Sean Combs today. A former member of the musical group Danity Kane is set to return to the stand to testify in the case against him.
Do you think there's anything that kids that want to get into this type of industry need to watch out for?
In the music industry, yeah, you have to be very careful from the pedophilia. There's a lot of stuff that's in TV right now with Sean Puff Daddy Combs, with Jeffrey Epstein, with all these people that are coming out now getting busted for these crazy orgies and sex parties and everything. That breaks my heart to think that somebody that was an adult with a functioning mind, no matter how depraved it is, but that they would assault an innocent child and them. That to me is it's reprehensible, and I don't know why there isn't stricter punishment for that. I think a lot of it is because people just don't know what's happening.
Yeah, guys, some have questioned the timeline surrounding when help arrived for Cornell and if he actually killed himself. Police say an exhaustive investigation found no holes in the timeline or anyone's stories. But what we learned today, if the bodyguard is to be believed, hotel security and protocol delayed anyone from getting in that room.
Well, there are a lot of people that are very famous musicians. The rumor has it they were executed because they were getting ready to expose pedophilia.
Executed as in killed?
Well, the rumors going around about Chester from Linkin Park and about Chris from Soundgarden was that they were making a movie on child abuse and child trafficking, I think it was. They're both gone, and it's very suspicious.
Did you deal with any other types of abuse, any sexual abuse, anything like that?
It depends on what people say abuse is, because if you see stuff that you shouldn't see, that's abusive. And I saw stuff I shouldn't see.
Wow.
Crazy, huh?
That is deep. That is deep. That is deep.
Whatever.
But you know what I think is, and where he's at, he's old. Like,
yeah, and he's kind of like his career's like he's.
I
made
want the
his
world
career.
to know.
Yeah.
And this is what went down.
I don't think any publicity or bad publicity at this point would affect him in any way.
If your kids are thinking about running out to Hollywood to be famous, I would think twice about that completely.
That's incredible. Huh?
Oh man, that is. It is. It's one of those things that makes you just crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can. Wow, there's so much inside this.
Colonel says Dave isn't exactly the most stable person. I agree, but the fact that people would feel comfortable to do crazy things in front of him because they think he's nuts, it's also a big possibility.
And that's going to be a wrap for your Diddy breakdown on this amazing Tuesday. But before we wrap the hour, let me give you this.
Welcome to the juiciest, the most electrifying segment of your day. It's time to spill the tea, dish the dirt,
Rolls in
and
right
serve
away.
you the hottest celebrity scoops. From A-list drama to red carpet secrets, we've got it all. Grab your coffee, turn up the volume. Big Mama Radio's Celebrity Chronicles.
Well, we're going to have her twice inside this hour, but Britney Spears hasn't been in actual trouble in a while, but she did get scolded on Thursday after lighting a cigarette on a public charter flight from Cabo to L.A. A flight attendant told her to put it out, but when the plane landed, cops gave her an official warning. In an Instagram post about after the fact, Britney said she thought this was plane she could smoke on because, quote, the drink holders were outside of the seat. She also said this was the first time drinking vodka, and she felt, quote, so clear and smart.
Oh, my
And while she
goodness.
apologized, she said she, quote, kind of much, and the flight attendant told on her. She added that the woman didn't like her from the moment she got on the plane, and she, quote, invaded my space when she fastened Britney's seatbelt for her. Put your seatbelt on. We're about to take off. Who are you?
Britney's been doing some wild videos lately.
Right. She's not her. That's not her.
No.
Duck Dynasty patriarch Phil Robertson passed away Sunday after a battle with Alzheimer's disease and a blood disorder. He was 79 years old. Duck Dynasty, the revival, debuts Sunday on A&E. Demi Lovato got married to singer Jordan Lutz on Sunday. Paris Hilton was there, and she reportedly did an impromptu DJ set at the reception.
Oh, that's right. She's a DJ. I forgot about that.
Of course I am.
That's hot.
That's hot. Miley Cyrus caught an infection after rolling around on the Hollywood Walk of Fame sidewalk for a video for a new song called Walk of Fame.
Oh, girl.
She said her legs started to disintegrate around her kneecap. Deteriorate? Disintegrate. Yeah.
At least she's not dramatic about it.
Billy Joel announced he was recently diagnosed with brain disorder called normal pressure hyperkalosis. I don't know, maybe. Syphilis. I don't know. It causes issues with hearing, seeing, and balance. He had to cancel all of his scheduled shows.
He got syphilis?
No, that's not what it is.
Oh.
Billie Eilish took home 7 awards at the American Music Awards, including Artist of the Year, Album of the Year, and Song of the Year. Beyonce and Post Malone won for Favorite Female and Male Country Artist. Eminem won his first AMA in 15 years for Favorite Male Artist and Favorite Hip Hop Album, The Death of Slim Shady. Janet Jackson accepted the Icon Award, and Rod Stewart got the Lifetime Achievement Award. Taylor Swift already holds the record for the most AMA wins in history, 40, earned 6 nominations this year, but didn't have any wins. Prior to Monday's show, rumors were swirling that Swift could possibly announce a new album, or Reputation Taylor's version, but she did not attend the ceremony, putting a damper on fans' hopes, and no announcement came. And, of course, Benson Boone did a huge flip during his performance, Mystical Magic, which was a tribute to Mom.
So no major message that was supposed to come out from Taylor.
No Taylor message.
Wow.
And the Rust Armor, jailed after death on Baldwin film set on film set, has been granted parole. And Kelly Clarkson staffers fear show's sudden collapse as singer's uncertain TV future looms. Rumors that Kelly Clarkson has quit her daytime talk show have left her staff feeling uneasy and fearing for their jobs. A producer from the Kelly Clarkson Show told the Daily Mail that the atmosphere behind the scenes feels unstable, admitting she could bolt at any time. Where does that leave me? While the staffer emphasized that Clarkson is beloved and seen as a wonderful person, they also acknowledged that they would understand if she chose to move on due to being unhappy, even adding she should move on. They must be mean to her on the set, like the producers.
I heard that she actually made a comment at one of her concerts and was talking about how she wanted to be doing this more and being with people and doing her music and not being able to because of the show.
Right.
So I heard, I don't know if it's true, that they already started interviewing other people to take over the Kelly Clarkson Show. But to be honest, I think she's even better than not Demi Moore. What's her name? The E.T. girl.
Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore is annoying.
Right.
Like,
I don't want to watch you. Shut up.
Yeah.
If you went to the movies over the weekend, it's a good chance you all saw Disney's Lilo and Stitch. It's number 1 in the North American box office, earning $145 million. Number 2, Mission Impossible: The Last Reckoning at $63 million. The Final Destination: Bloodlines racked in $19 million. Thunderbolts $9 million. Sinners at $8.8. And The Last Rodeo, Friendship, the Minecraft movie, The Accountant 2, and Hurry Up Tomorrow, wrapping up your top 10.
I'm going to go see Lilo next Sunday. I'm excited.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, I did it just the way I wanted to do it. That was your Celebrity Chronicles. So we tagged it right along with the Diddy Hour. That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you do great radio.
Look at you. What a flow.
Right. I hope you enjoyed it.
I think this would be great radio now that I found this. So I can get Big Mama to Rock Island Road Esoteric Expo in Rock Island, Illinois, to spend an entire day with Annabelle from 9 a.m. till 2 a.m. It includes a seance.
9 p.m. to 2 a.m., you mean?
No, 9 a.m. to 2 a.m.
That's too long. I don't want to spend that long.
It's a long time, but look at all you'll get to do. You get the general admission, you get the Devils on the Run Museum, you get a VIP investigation, and a midnight seance. I mean, you hit it all.
Right.
This is a whole package.
Right.
Whole package.
That's something that sounds like you guys are into.
Nope.
That's
I
not
want
my angle.
I want to send you, and I want to be
guys,
here. I'll be here to make sure your stream comes through okay for the live.
Right.
I want enlightenment, not possession.
Right.
It's two different things.
We have somebody completely designed just for this.
Once we send you up there, we get to the bottom of all this.
Just in the animal. What is it?
Animal Expedition Files.
Animal Expedition Files.
Josh will go with you. He'll
just
be there.
Send Josh.
He'll be there to hold your hand.
Why do
if you
you want to send somebody? Send Josh.
I want to send you both now.
Why do you want to send me?
Because that would be the most entertaining.
Just send Josh.
I'm gonna send you both.
You send Josh.
Send you both.
I think I'm gonna.
But I'm not
gonna
get him the seance. I want you to do the seance.
I'm available.
I ain't doing a seance with no crazy demon doll.
Listen, I'm
surprised there's tickets of any kind. This is the only one that has tickets available.
I'm way too empathic. I don't want to ever be a part of any of that. No way.
No.
And that's why I don't like funerals.
And that Lorraine Warren said,
I tell
don't
people,
move her.
Don't die before me. I'm not going.
Don't. So what? I have to wait till you die so I can bring your body over?
Right. If you want to die, you have to wait till after I die. So if you feel like you're on your deathbed, be like, is Biggs dead? No. Damn it.
Take him out. Go send him Annabelle.
I'm done with those.
October 4th. October 4th.
I realized by the way, that's probably the moment I realized I was empath is when my late friend DJ Trauma passed away. He passed away, and I went to his funeral with, I'm going to tell you, with spite in my veins.
Spite.
This was my great friend,
yeah,
my brother, We'd lived together. He moved to live and work with me from Albuquerque to Mexico. I brought this man to go live with me and knew his family. We were all friends. We're still friends to this day.
Okay.
When I get fired from Tampa, they forced him to move out of my house to keep his job.
Oh.
And they put him in a position where he didn't know what to do. And I was like, bro, it's cool. I'm going to bail anyway. I'm leaving town here. I already got a gig. I'm leaving in like 3 weeks. And he was like, oh, cool, man, cool. All right, you're going to move out then? So I had to move out. And then because I was moving out anyway. So I already had a gig. But they basically turned this guy away, and I would go visit, and he would be afraid to talk to me because of this thing. Now, that eventually, we got past that, all right? But it was like for years. So when I went to his funeral, all these people, he died in Phoenix, but his funeral was in St. Pete. Mm-hmm. So when I went to his funeral, I went with this, I'm ready to face these people that shunned me and treated me poorly to my friend and see what they have to say about him. And I didn't want to speak. The reason I didn't want to speak is because I'm just not that guy to share in front of everyone to be judged on anything. So I don't know. Maybe I should have. But nevertheless, there were so many people that were sad there that as soon as I walked in, I went from like, I'm going to get these, like, you know what I'm saying, to, oh, yeah, worst moment ever.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the worst moment ever. And you're legitimately, and I start empathing his baby mama, and she's losing her mind. And I'm like, I start losing my mind. I'm like, I can't be here. So I ended up I stayed for a while, but I wasn't there for the entire time. And then went home. Sarah was with me. It was a crazy time. But there you go. That is the first hour of the show. I hope you enjoyed it. Sean is booking his ticket to go with the Animal Expedition podcast to make it happen for himself. I love you, bro. Don't waste your money because I won't show up.
I can just count on you forgetting by then, and you'll think we're going somewhere else.
A man wakes up with a cargo ship in his yard. I'll give you that story coming up next. I'll also tell you about an ex-flight attendant caught doing some smuggling. What do you do when you love Red Bull so much? I'll tell you what one woman did. Also, I'll tell you about a new antibiotic that could be hitting the world that could change the world. And what is that TSA body scanner really seeing? We'll tell you this and this or that on a Tuesday. All coming up next right here on BMR. Hold on.
You're listening to the Joshua Tree Stream. Let's go. On Florida's favorite radio station, Big Mama Radio. They say Southwest Florida is the lightning capital of the world. So it only makes sense that the firm that knows Southwest Florida the best is Lightning Realty Group. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or rent, Lightning Realty Group is a full-service brokerage. They even offer complete management services for your property. So put them to work for you. Lightning Realty Group, taking Florida real estate by storm. 239-201-2951 or lightningrealtygroup.llc.com.
Need a dock or a seawall? Call 844-WB-BUILT or online at WBDocks.com. I'm Jimmy Williamson with WB Williamson Brothers. WB represents the fourth generation of a tradition that began with our grandfather in 1967. It's a tradition of building the strongest seawalls and docks in the industry. So strong that our seawalls come with a lifetime warranty. A lifetime warranty. For the strongest seawalls and docks money can buy, call WB Williamson Brothers at 844-WB-BUILT or online at WBDocks.com.
Ready to transform your backyard into a stunning oasis? Custom Pools by Design is your local expert in crafting breathtaking outdoor spaces. Proudly serving from Punta Gorda to Bonita Springs, we're more than just a pool builder. We're artists in creating luxury in-ground custom pools. This spring, partner with us for a chance to win a free Pebble Brilliance glass bead interior upgrade. Our unique mix of half glass, half petal, and concrete offers a sparkle that sets your pool apart. But there's more. Stand a chance to win a Pebble Tech color upgrade or a dazzling double shot abalone shell additive for that extra shine when the sun hits. With the highest amount of Pebble Tech interiors and Hayward pool equipment products installed, we offer top tier quality at great prices. Visit our showroom at 3744 Iron Bridge Boulevard in Fort Myers or explore the possibilities at custompoolsbydesign.com or give us a call at 239-573-4439.
Dive into dreams where the water shine. Custom pools by design, so divine.
Need
Need reliable delivery? First Class Delivery Service is here for you. With a trusted professional team, we provide on-time, ethical delivery with the same driver every time. Call us at 239-785-7606. Fully insured and always going the extra mile. We handle the driving so you can focus on what matters. For delivery, you can count on call 239-785-7606. Let First Class Delivery simplify your life by picking up the things you don't have time for. First Class Delivery Service, your trusted partner on the road.
Getting you up.
Getting me started.
The Rise and Grind Morning Show, 7 to 10.
Hey, it's Ice Spice. Hi, I'm Billie Eilish.
What's up? I'm Jake.
Your favorite radio station, BMR.
I'm calling all my freaks. Mr. Worldwide.
back to the Rise and Grind Morning Show. Heard on Big Hits, Big Mama Radio.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the final hour of the Rise and Grind Morning Show on this Tuesday morning. A Norwegian man got quite a wake-up call when a cargo ship crashed into his yard. Jordan Helberg, who lives along the Trondheim Jord and Mainz, maybe I got that wrong or right, who knows, was fast asleep, and his neighbor rang his doorbell and called him twice to alert him that a large ship had run aground just meters from his house.
Oh.
A 5-year-old Colorado girl named Astoria Story Massa became an internet sensation after tearfully calling out Qdoba in a TikTok video for forgetting her beloved guacamole. I'm very heartbroken, Qdoba.
Oh, no.
Right. It happens. Ex-flight attendant caught smuggling 100 pounds of deadly new drug made of human bones faces decades in prison. A 21-year-old former flight attendant from the UK, Charlotte May Lee, is facing up to 25 years in a Sierra Lankan prison for being caught smuggling over 100 pounds of the deadly synthetic drug Kush. The drug reportedly made with human bones originated in West Africa.
Really?
Right. Smoking a little of this. What is it?
Never even heard of that one
Smoking
yet.
some people?
An Australian bride named Kylie revealed her marriage ended in less than 24 hours after her groom vanished during their wedding reception. Calling into the radio show Late Drive with Ben, Liam, and Belle, Kylie shared that evening that everything seemed perfect. During the ceremony and photos, her groom was the love of her life. But by the time the reception began, he was mysteriously gone. She didn't hear from him for months, spent her wedding night alone, and had to cancel their honeymoon. The truth eventually came out. The groom had been having an affair with Kylie's own cousin and never actually wanted to be with her. Though Kylie says she moved on and finalized a divorce, she admitted the experience has left lasting emotional scars.
Really?
I feel sorry for whoever dates her next. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. A woman loves Red Bull so much she got a barcode tattooed. It even scans at the grocery store checkout. Good for you. I saw somebody do the same thing with their barcode for Costco. A woman who's spoken to a ghost for 12 years reveals when the world is going to end.
Ooh.
Ooh, that feels like I need a little of this.
Ooh.
A woman named Cassie Opia7 claims a spirit she's been in contact for 12 years have predicted the world will end today.
Today?
Today.
Like right now?
The ghost, who calls itself Seven or just Seven, first appeared during a Ouija board session that she and her husband did out of boredom back in 2013. Cassie, who's been sharing the spirit's apocalyptic warnings on TikTok, insists that it's not a publicity stunt. According to her, Seven says we're all doomed by either a nuclear explosion or something from space. She believes the ghost predictions are legit because it's supposedly predicted a plague years before COVID hit. The spirit, which speaks English, ancient language, binary, and even spells backwards, warned that unless stupid stops, the earth will die. When asked who might die, Seven simply replied, all, save Seven. Seven also claimed to have made contact 3 times in history, a failed attempt the day Hiroshima was bombed, a successful one during the Cuban Missile Crisis, and a new attempt which just happened to fall on today's date, May 27th. Cassie even realized the 51-page transcript of her ghost chats is posting breakdowns on TikTok, but again, she swears it's definitely not a PR stunt.
Really?
It makes sense with what's going on with Putin.
Yeah. You know what? If this ghost alien
But we'll never know.
thing is right, I don't know.
We won't know. If
We'll-
it's
we'll be
right,
done.
we won't know.
We'll know for
Olive
like a
Garden
split
facing
second.
walkouts over very embarrassing uniform change. Olive Garden servers are pushing back against a uniform policy that swaps their long-standing black shirts for white button-ups, a change many say is a recipe for disaster.
Well, yeah.
I'm not doing it.
There's a lot of spaghetti sauce that's going
Right.
to be on that.
Speeding in Washington, expect a strongly worded letter. There's a new antibiotic in Chinese mine shows promise against superbugs. Scientists have discovered a powerful new antibiotic, clovibactin, an unusual location deep within a Chinese mine. In China, The compound derived from a previously unknown microorganism
Yeah.
has shown strong effectiveness against a drug-resistant bacteria, including several classified as superbugs by the WHO. The research team, composed of international microbiologists, found the growth of bacteria typically inaccessible in laboratory conditions.
Yeah.
Clovidbactin works by attacking bacteria cell walls in a way that makes it difficult for resistance to develop. Early tests have demonstrated its ability to kill gram-positive bacteria, including MRSA, Streptococcus pneumoniae, responsible for many hospital-acquired infections. We found it in a mine in China. You did? Where?
Next to Wuhan.
Right. Where'd you find that? Well, that's crazy. In a mine.
Next to the vid.
What were you down there looking for? Why were you in the mine to begin with? I need to know.
Bats.
In China.
I was looking for a bat.
Right. Well, when you guys, I really love, we're creating something here on Big Mama Radio all about Paradise Drives, right? That's what it's called. It's the AI that Sean has created that helps you travel, and we're going to really set it up this summer. It's going to be a lot of fun. But would you do this?
What?
A new travel experience in China offers thrill-seeking tourists the chance to sleep while suspended more than 320 feet above ground attached to the side of a vertical cliff. The attraction in Shenlong Mountain in southeastern China features transparent pods called sky beds anchored to sheer rock face, providing views of the surrounding forested landscape and a deep drop below. To reach the pods, guests must climb a steel ladder affixed to the cliff, navigating more than 300 steps while secured with a harness. Once inside the pod, the visitors are enclosed in a clear structure with minimal bedding and lighting to emphasize the dramatic surroundings. The overnight stay is marketed as an adrenaline rush and a unique form of ecotourism, drawing tourists looking for high-altitude adventure. Safety measures are in place, though, including regular equipment checks and emergency protocols, though the attraction has sparked debate on social media over its risk factor and psychological challenge. The developers say the goal is to blend nature, engineering, and tourism to promote outdoor engagement. Despite concerns, demand has been high and bookings have already filled for the next several weeks. Officials maintain that local regulations have been met and all the safety standards.
Really?
Would you do it?
No. I'm good.
You wouldn't do it?
No. Why would I? That sounds uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Right. It doesn't rain. Has he got room service?
Yeah.
If I'm hungry halfway through, can you bring me something?
What kind of snacks can I get?
Right. Is it AC or is it just hot as balls in this glass ball?
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
Right.
I ain't doing all that.
So Florida wildlife officials and researchers are monitoring a sudden rise in sightings of non-native lizards across the state, raising concerns about their potential impact on local ecosystem. These reptiles, including species such as the green iguana and the brown anole, are increasing in numbers in urban and suburban areas. Experts believe the surge is due to part of favorable weather conditions, accidental releases, and breeding populations that have already grown largely unchecked. Unlike native species, these lizards often thrive in Florida's warm, humid climate and may outcompete or prey upon indigenous wildlife. Their presence could disrupt food chains, reduce insect population, and even damage vegetation and residential and natural areas. Green iguanas, in particular, are known to dig burrows that undermine infrastructure and contribute to erosion. Wildlife biologists emphasize the importance of public awareness, urging residents not to feed or reload reptiles and to report sightings to local authorities. Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission is assessing whether more regulations or removal programs are needed to manage the population growth. And these lizards continue to establish themselves. Scientists warn of a broader eco shift if intervention is delayed or ineffective.
Don't let your lizards run out. Like, just
somebody says we're playing the Diddy intro in the background somewhere.
What?
Is it?
I don't hear it.
I don't hear it either.
Let me see.
I don't know what they're hearing. It's not playing through my board. I mean, I can play it right here. It is. But it's not playing. Maybe they're watching it.
Yeah, maybe it's delayed in theirs.
Right. Maybe it's still playing in the background on your phone, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Contrary to popular belief, TSA body scanners commonly used at airports across the United States do not produce detailed images of travelers' bodies. According to the update, procedures and scanner technology explained the recent report, the machine uses millimeter wave imagery to detect potential threats without displaying anatomical detail. Boring.
Boring.
Right. Oh, girl. You're going to have to search him. Girl's balloon travels 50 miles. All right. Okay. So a girl in the UK released a balloon. It was a school project.
Yeah.
So they put their name and their age on the balloon and how to contact them, and then they released a balloon, right?
Okay.
Well, it went 50 miles, and somebody with the same name and age found it.
No.
The balloon, which carried a note with the sender's name, age, and school details, was a part of an educational activity exploring wind patterns and geography. After drifting across the countryside, the balloon landed in the garden of a family who, upon reading the attached tag, realized the intended recipient shared not just the sender's first name, but also her exact age. The parents of the second girl contacted the school listed on the note to share the coincidence, sparking excitement among the students and teachers. Educators involved in the project described the outcome as an extraordinary and unexpected example of real-world learning.
Oh, my goodness. Look at that.
The two families have since been in touch, and the girls may meet in person. The event has drawn attention online, and users calling the coincidence remarkable. While the odds of such a match are low, such staff noted that even the basic exercises have already provided the engaging learning experience for students before a surprising twist.
Ooh.
So, I haven't had a chance to tell you, but if we could do something just real quick, I need to go grab. I gotta get something to drink. I'm without something, and
yeah,
I need to go grab something real quick. So,
and I lined up some videos for your weekend too.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
from my weekend.
Yeah, I got some footage.
All right, of my weekend.
Yeah,
strange. Hold on.
Where do they start?
That's interesting. Hold on. One thing.
On TikTok. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah, there's like 3 of them.
These are all his weekend?
Yeah. Because I want to ask him questions about
that
this.
looks super cool.
I know.
That's neat.
I want to ask him questions about all of this.
Where was that? I don't even know where that was.
Mario Kart.
All right. So over the weekend, I had a chance. We jetted up to Orlando on Friday. We stayed at we were going to Epic Universe. Our annual pass holders to Universal Orlando, so we got a chance to buy the Epic tickets before anybody else. And I'm about to give you the breakdown of Epic Universe, and I'm going to give it to you real quick because it's just something that I think everybody needs to clip this piece out, and I'm going to give you the secret to Epic Universe. Now, we stayed at, I think it's the Stella Luna, and then they have the Stella Nova. We stayed at the Stella Nova, I think. There's 3 levels. There's the Stella Nova, the Stella Luna, and then there's the... Oh, God, it's going to blow my mind that I don't know this off the top of my head. The fancy hotel there, the brand new one, is out there at Universal. Stand by. I'm going to break it down. 1 second. The Helios. So the Helios hotels is like the top.
Helios,
The Helios is the Grand Poupah hotels. All right.
That's what I heard.
Let me say that Epic Universe is by far the coolest park of the 4 parks they have. But it is easily done in one day. The park opens to the public at 9 a.m. and closes at 10 p.m. on the weekends. Legitimately, you're talking about 13 hours. If you stay at one of the resorts, you get 14 hours.
Yeah.
You could do the whole park twice in 14 hours.
Really?
Without an express pass. In some things, now they did throttle. Listen, they throttled the first week or two. They throttled it. 17,000 people in the park on Saturday.
Yeah.
Now, they're probably going to put 34,000 or 40,000 in there when it gets going, right? And the lines will be longer and the queues will be longer. And and you'll want to buy express passes and things like that. But let me just tell you first and foremost, best roller coaster of all 4 parks
Yeah.
is the roller coaster at Epic. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you the names because I just got on rides and enjoyed it, but it'll blow my mind that I don't remember. Hold on, let me just get the name of the rides because I want to break them all. Rides at Epic Universe. Because I want to make sure I give them all to you. The Stardust Racers is a dueling coaster, so there's 2 sides of it.
Yeah.
And by far the best coaster at any of the parks. Better than Velocicoaster, and I'm a huge Velocicoaster fan. Everybody knows I love Velocicoaster, but I'm going to let you know right now the Stardust Racers are by far the coolest thing. Mario Kart.
Yes.
The Mario Kart is really cool, and I'm going to tell you why I like Mario Kart. This is what it is. So when you walk through, this is what I want to tell you about Epic before we get any further into it, because I know you got a Mario Kart video that you're going to play for me. This is what I want to tell you about Epic before we get into any further into it. All the technology. So when you see a new ride before at Universal Orlando or at Islands of Adventure, it was the same technology revamped and they came up with a new ride.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Like Terminators and Spider-Man, same ride.
Yeah.
Just different theme into it, right?
Right.
All new technology with all of these rides. All right. All new ways of doing things. Nothing is like, oh, this is just Terminator redone.
Right.
Nothing like that. Everything is
Really?
something different. All right. So if I'm going down the list, we'll start with Mario Kart. With Mario Kart, they give you it's a virtual reality ride.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get on it, they give you like a hat, like a Mario hat.
Yeah.
It's like a rubber hat. It fits on your head. When you get on the ride, you put the VR goggles on, but they're not goggles. They're like clear glasses.
Oh.
And then the whole game or ride shows up on these glasses, and you take off in this cart. Now it moves, and you're on some kind of track, and you're shooting. You're playing Mario Kart. Have you ever played Mario Kart in your life?
Yeah, I have.
The ride, you're playing Mario Kart.
Oh, cool.
It's super cool. Play the video. I think you have a video of it real quick. Show
Yes.
everyone
Ready?
that video. Yeah, go ahead and show them the video. This is the Mario Kart, and I'm going to say.
You want to kill the music?
Yeah, kill the music. Super interactive. So this is the ride. Like, it's super interactive. The entire game is interactive. But let me tell you, as a most part of the Epic Universe is immersive. Let me tell you what I mean.
Yeah.
You go to Super Mario World and you go up the escalator into Super Mario World, and you're in Super Mario World. You can't see the
awesome.
Dark Universe. You can't see the Last Dragon or the is it the Last Dragon?
Yeah,
Or
it's How to Train Your Dragon.
How to Train Your Dragon. You can't see those other universes. You can't see them because you're in Mario World. Mario World might be the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I have more videos there.
It is so interactive.
Yeah.
Like the whole place. Like you could spend the whole day in Mario World.
That is cool.
And there's only a few rides. It's just like the Harry Potter, there's one ride.
Yeah.
And the one ride is awesome, but there's only one ride.
Here's more of the Mario Kart.
Mario Kart in real life. So this is how it is. Like, yeah, play this without the sound. See the little set that she has on? Right. So the little headset that she has on, that's
Yeah.
what it is. And right there, boom. And it's kind of cool. Like right. She
That's
gets it.
cool.
I don't really remember all the screen because I never really looked at it without the glasses on. That's crazy. I wonder what it looks like without the glasses on.
Yeah.
I was just playing a video game. To me, I only remember it as a video game. I don't remember it as a ride.
Like you were in it.
Now, what is this here? What
The
do we have?
haunted house. I wanted to ask you questions
All
about
right.
that. Did you
So
make
the
it?
Dark Universe is cool because it's eerie but not scary.
Okay.
All right, so it's not like Halloween Horror Nights, but they can easily turn it into a sub Halloween Horror Nights or Halloween,
Yeah.
and make it scary real quick.
Yeah.
It's eerie, not scary. Finn might beg to differ, but but for the most part, go ahead and play the video. I'll break it down for you. So this is you're on the ride for this. This is on the ride. Now, let me tell you what this is. Pause for a second. Have you ever been on a cruise ship?
Yeah.
Did they have the thing where 4 people sit on like an arm and it goes?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
This ride is made out of one of those,
Okay.
but it's on a roller coaster. So the arm is on like a roller coaster.
Oh.
And you're going around and so understand that's what you're in. And it throws you upside, it throws you on your back, but it doesn't jot you around the one on the cruise. The guy on the cruise ship is trying to make you puke before you get off.
Right,
He's
right,
controlling it. Like
Yeah.
it's like the guy on the. It's like a
That's
guy
the bull.
controlling the bull. Right. This is way smoother. And it's awesome, and they don't want you to throw up. All right, continue on. So as you're on this ride, this is you coming up to the creator of Frankenstein, right? And then all of a sudden you're now see these aren't VR. You're not wearing glasses. This is all real stuff. It's going to be hard to see with the camera because the camera. And then you see Frankenstein.
Oh,
and
damn, that's a good one. Oh, wow, that's a good
right.
one.
And then you're on this ride and see how it's floating back.
Oh, sick.
Right.
That's creepy.
And see now you're looking up because that's the thing. Like it's tossing you around. That's why it looks weird. Like it will look up, look down, look around, and there's a different scene in the story place for every car the same, and it's amazing.
Is that Dracula coming out?
Right.
Oh, look at the ghost. Okay.
Yeah, so because you're into kind of like this, this ride will be fun for you. Like it truly is. It probably is one of the better rides in there because the whole part of that park is very immersive as well. The dark universe, like you walk into a cemetery.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be kind of cool. I always kind of felt like they could do more with the Halloween part of like when it was Universal. And
So
this makes me feel better.
let me give you the way to go to the way to go to Epic. If you're going to Epic, first off, you got to buy tickets no matter what. So buy your tickets.
Yeah.
Whether or not you want to spend money on express passes, I don't think it's necessary. I just don't. There's so many hours that you have to wait in line. The bigger rides you have to wait in line. Like if you have to wait in line for Harry Potter, who cares? The whole thing's in air conditioning.
Right.
Wait in line for an hour and a half for Harry Potter. Who cares?
Don't you walk like a whole like scene of everything?
Now
right?
I'll break down this. I'm going to break that down. That's the thing I'll tell you about. But I'm going to tell you this is how you're going to start. You're going to stay at the Helios.
Yeah.
The Helios, you walk out of the hotel into the park. You don't walk down the street. You don't walk across the street. You walk out of the hotel into the park.
Oh.
Like it's amazing. And so that's worth the price increase. And it's expensive to stay at the Helios. We did not.
Yeah.
And legitimately you could have walked from our hotel to Epic, but we took the bus because, if I could save an extra half a mile, I'm going to save the half a mile.
Absolutely.
But especially in the heat, it was hot.
Spend that energy elsewhere.
Right, exactly. So I'll ride the bus over, no big deal. But stay at the Helios no matter what. Now, if you're staying on property, I'm going to say sleep in. You can go to the now, let me take that back. Go crack out your most important ride at 8 a.m.
Okay, they open that early?
For if you stay at the hotel, you get an hour early.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Basically,
so
there's enough time to get to one ride and not
go
have a line.
Right, go ride
Hit the main
whatever
one.
ride you want to ride and ride it now.
Start from the back.
Right,
Whatever
and I
the
would
big one is.
honestly Harry Potter because even if you get Express, you don't get it at Harry Potter. So go ride Harry Potter right away. Boom, go get it out of the way. Boom,
Yeah.
you're done. You're on it.
Yeah.
Right. If you
I
could
sent
slip
another
on
one.
another ride before the wait's an hour and a half,
Yeah.
go for it. Now it was slow. There was no waits over 30 minutes for any of it. I mean, there really wasn't. This ride has experienced extremely long wait times, peaking at 5 hours on opening day. I haven't not for us. The biggest
That's
peak I
just
saw
that
was
ride.
2 hours, 3 hours, 180. 180 was one time it was at 180,
Well,
but
that's not horrible.
you're just gonna sit there watch a movie, bitch. You and I for 2 hours. Watch Harry Potter.
Play a game.
Watch Harry Potter.
Yeah.
But
I've seen families playing that thing where you have the word on your phone.
right. That's
and
the way
they-
you get. That's just how you pass.
and they
through
do the whole
line,
thing.
Right. But it's awesome. It's cool. Go do it. And then what I would say is after that, go back to the hotel, have a nice breakfast, sit down, relax, have a cocktail if you like to get your day started.
Yeah.
Make a game plan about where you're going to go, and then just go do it. If it becomes exhausting, go back to the hotel and take a break.
There you go.
And then and then go right back out there because you got till 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, okay.
Like, take your time. Don't rush it. Stay on property. Take your time. Don't rush it. It's pretty awesome.
I'd rather do it at night anyway.
Right. So
without
did
the
I.
heat.
And what we did was dumb enough to go there at 8 a.m. We get there right at 8.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as the place opens, we're on a ride. We're on another ride. And then, we started riding rides, boom, boom, boom. And then the whole time we were on Harry Potter, there was a lightning delay in the park. So and Harry Potter's one of those rides it's all indoors, so you'll ride right through. The lightning delay don't matter.
Right.
Right. So there was a delay for everything else outside, and we were already in line. We're like, it didn't even matter. We came out, over.
Done.
So it was perfect timing for that. And for the most part, it was cool. Donkey Kong's ride is really cool because it's like you're not really on the track. It's like a different type of roller coaster as well.
Yeah.
You sit on a roller coaster, it's kind of like on an arm, so it looks like the track's broken.
Yeah.
And like you're going to jump off of it, but it's not. So, but it's also smooth. Every ride is smooth. Nothing made me feel like I didn't want to go on it again.
Did you see the dragons?
The actual No, I did not see the dragon.
Really?
And I didn't get to see any shows. And someone in the elevator said the shows were the best. Izzy was not about them shows. I would have sat in every show.
Yeah.
But I want to go back and really embrace all of it. Like take the time. The kids were all amped up. I think I'd like to go with just me and Sarah.
Yeah. This could totally be an adult. Like,
Right, I really do. I just really do. What did you do? And then we came back, by the way. I came back, set up the house in the patio, and we had a great Sunday by the pool, relaxing by the pool all day long, grilled some fresh pressed burgers, Nevermind style.
Yeah.
And then
those are good.
and then did the same thing basically on Sunday. And then I basically worked. I got up Monday and worked on SEO all week. That's my goal. I'm trying to get all the SEOs maxed out on the website. Yes, I'm being a website geek again, but I'm enjoying it. So it's not annoying, and that's kind of fun because I used to hate it.
No,
and
we
now I
just
don't.
came back and did nothing.
So
So,
yeah, potato salad. I saw that in the fridge when I got
Yes,
a Coke.
we did. We went to Mario's before we went to
Oh.
Diamond Head and just bought some of all their stuff that they have there.
Wow.
The pasta salad.
Were
the
you mad you didn't
salad.
buy stuff to cook when you were at Mario's when you got to the hotel?
No, because there's nowhere to cook except microwave. Or
Oh, they don't have a
toaster oven.
stovetop there?
No.
No stovetop. Microwave.
there used to be a
dishwasher,
stovetop.
sink.
But it was great because we just had a bunch of snacks.
Who wants to
and-
cook anyway? They're
Yeah,
just quick
I'm
grab
not
snacks and
I do.
I took disposable plates. I took.
I like cooking
didn't wanna
breakfast.
clean
My favorite
anything.
thing to do on vacation is cook a breakfast for everybody.
No, we kind of just.
People
hung
were
out
getting
there.
mad in Gatlinburg. I'd be like, ready for breakfast? Like, no, I just woke up. Breakfast is serving at 8 o'clock. Be ready for everybody. Eat it
Breakfast
cold if you want.
everywhere.
That's just the way it's going to be.
No, it was great. And then by the pool, they had a little tiki bar cabana restaurant, which had a little mix of everything, and that was pretty much it. We just literally did nothing. Like we brought our scooters to go around. We only went out one night because the rest of the time we just hung out by the beach or watching the sunset and stuff like that. and it was
Chilled
just fun.
out.
Yeah, it was absolutely no pressure, no plan.
Plug.
Yeah.
It was great.
I love it.
We
I
did
was
go to
probably-
SOBs.
I was probably in the ocean or the pool 80% of the time.
Yeah,
When
we did go to SOBs, by the way, that they just reopened.
Right, how was it?
It was good.
Fabulous. We had the really great grouper bites. So good. And the island
Did you
bread.
get any crab?
No, I was going to, but I didn't want to get filthy because it's
Right.
there's a lot. So
It was weird because we were
I
just
usually
like,
do there. I usually
If
get
you
the
ever
big crab
wanted,
basket. but-
my wife is my soulmate. I know it now. She's like, I'm thinking we should cancel your pass.
Your what?
My pass. And I was like, why? She's like, because you don't like coming here. I said, I don't like it. See, this is what I try. I like Epic. I like to go back to Epic 2 or 3 more times. Like I
Yeah.
said, one time with just me and my wife. I think that would be phenomenal.
Yeah.
I think we'd have such a good time, just the two of us. Like it would be so mellow, so sweet, so it would be the perfect day. Like let's take 24 hours and let's just you and I go and have a great time. And I looked at her, I was like, wow, you know me well. That's absolutely. It was one of those things that
You were okay with.
woman accused. So I was like, yeah, absolutely. I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I'll go with you. I'll stay at the hotel. It'll be great. I'll even make sure that the hotel is pristine when you get back. It'll be awesome. Ice cold. There'll be something waiting for you when you come back. I have cocktails flowing for you. You'll catch me poolside when you get
bowl.
right. I did like the pools. The pool had a good bar. I had some kind of specialty mojito that they make. It was delicious. Sarah had a margarita. It was delicious. The drinks inside Epic were great. Not like cheap or cheesy or gross.
Okay.
The food was delicious. Not like concession stand food, which is
good.
important to me.
That's always important.
Right.
Because I hate going and it's like, oh.
Epic Universe is a step above all the other parks. And here's the thing that's going to happen is you're going to want to go to Epic, and it's going to make it easier to go to the other parks because everybody's going to pile into Epic.
Right.
So Paradise just gave me an itinerary to go through Epic and minimize wait times at every ride. And basically, if you follow, if you follow our plan, you get a 30-minute wait at Harry Potter.
Right at 8 a.m. You got to stay on property, though.
But there's a rope drop. Yeah, you got to get the early in, and then there's a rope drop that drops you right there, and then it's got a path around the park to keep you at minimal wait times.
Hold on, let's go through it. I'll tell you the things that you can skip and just go get a beer.
There you go.
All right, let's go down through that. Harry Potter, can't miss it. Got to do it.
First one.
Mario Kart, you got to do it. Well, that's a long walk from Harry Potter to Mario Kart. What's the time?
It says the rope drop. Take the rope drop. There's something about the rope drop that takes you over there.
The rope drop.
Yeah.
I think that's just where they let you in. That's where they drop the rope. Arrival and rope drop.
Head directly here at rope drop. Oh,
Yeah,
maybe,
that's when
okay,
they make everybody line up in a rope, and then they drop the rope, and you get to go in. Mario Kart all day long. Minecart Madness, Donkey Kong all day long. That's a cool-ass ride. Yoshi's Adventure, skip it. It's long, it's hot, it's horrible. Stardust Racers, awesome ride. Enjoy
early
some,
lunch, great.
Good time. Hiccup wing gliders, they're cool if you're into this. It's kind of, to me, the wing gliders are a little bit like a
like what?
Like a ride you would get at the state fair.
Oh, okay.
Dragon Racers Rally, cool ride. The water ride fire drill we didn't do, and we didn't do it because you're guaranteed to get wet. They say.
Okay.
Passed. We should have done it. Monsters Unchained, Frankenstein's Experience. That's a 10. Great ride. Curse of the Werewolf. I think we saw it.
Cool down coaster.
I think we did it. I think we did it.
Okay.
Didn't catch any shows. I didn't do the carousel either. It's a damn carousel. Who cares? And re-rides. Do the nighttime. See what it tells you? Go do the re-rides. And then the fireworks and fountain show is Celestial
Lines
Park.
drop sharply after 8.
So there we go. Right, they do. Just like us. And why? Because we were gassed at 8.
You're
We couldn't stay for
exhausted.
the fireworks. We were gassed.
Yeah. So if you come in later.
Oh, look.
Right.
there's-
You come in later or go back and forth, like I said. Stay in
Yeah.
Helios and take your break back and forth.
Sponsored by Big Events Florida.
Right.
239-653.
We got to change the sponsor for BMR. It's incorrect. This or that on a Tuesday. Let's break it down. You ready? Movie or TV series?
Okay, I'm gonna go with TV series.
Sean, movie or TV series?
Now that you have Hulu involved, I'm definitely into the TV series a little more.
I think we did miss this. Sarah's watching. I think we missed that one, the werewolf one.
Did you?
Right. She was wait, did we miss that one?
Now we all have to go.
Right. Deal.
Let's do the
Adults
adult
only. Sarah, adults only. Let's go.
I'm in.
The kids are gone now, so I can say this out loud, right? They're all at school.
Right.
All right. Movie or TV series? For me, TV series, as long as there's more than one season.
Yes, because I want to have something to
Right.
do. With a movie, it's like boom, boom, and you're done.
And I get invested in. I've got invested in a couple of shows where the first season and they never had a second season. It pissed me off.
I hate that. I know, and you're like, why? They were so good.
A bath or a shower?
I love baths, but I take showers regularly.
Shower.
Game. Road trip or 2-hour flight?
Road trip.
Yeah.
It's more fun.
2-hour flight.
Why? You just sit there and stare at people and get angry.
Right. I'm there in 2 hours, so you're going to be there in 6. I'll see you when you get there.
It's never a 2-hour trip.
I'll meet you when you get there.
You got an hour on each side of it.
I'll
getting on
meet you
and
when
off
you
the
get
plane.
here, bro. I'm going to be at the Airbnb when you roll in from your tired ass and sit in that car.
Oh, you're
No,
saying we're
because-
going to the same
We're going to the same place.
Okay.
No, because I'm gonna stop at every place in between. I'm gonna have like 5 hotel room stays before I get.
Right. You
to
won't
where
even
I'm
get there
going.
for 5 days. I'm like, where are you?
Like, don't worry about it.
We're
worry
just
about
going to
me.
Atlanta. Where are you?
I'm
Cruise
everywhere.
or safari?
Cruise, probably.
The cruise is just as dangerous as a safari now.
Safari.
Like
I've done a cruise minimal time. I'd say safari all day. Let's go.
Yeah, you can fight a lion or you can fight at the port.
This is great
I don't
right
know.
after Epic. Would you rather see a real dragon or a real dinosaur?
Oh, a dragon.
Right.
Dinosaurs are like giant lizard
Right.
No, I don't.
Iguana's eating up all my stuff.
Yeah, they poop in
Right.
my lawn all the time.
Optimist or realist?
I am an optimist, except when
I'm a
everything's
realist.
bad.
I'm a realistic optimist.
There you go.
True story.
You're optimistic.
I'm optimistic about everything, but I'm going to be the realest person ever. Don't ask me a question you don't want the answer to. I don't sugarcoat shit.
No.
That should be on my. That should be on. I should make a shirt. I don't sugarcoat shit. Don't ask me an answer you don't want the answer to.
Yeah, don't ask me.
Being early or on a deadline or down to the wire last minute.
Last minute. I think better.
Early. That shit done and relaxed by the bonfire. Which
I
is
always
next.
did my homework last minute if I did it.
A beach bonfire or a backyard barbecue.
Oh, do I get snacks at the beach bonfire?
Yeah, you bring a little cooler.
Okay, then the beach bonfire.
Right. I think that's what we're missing. They don't really do beach
I
bonfires.
think if somebody
in Florida.
else is bringing all the stuff, then I'll go for that.
I
Which
just-
is why Betty goes for that, because I'm the one that brings all the stuff.
He did haul the big giant cooler to the beach this weekend.
To the beach?
Yeah, he did.
You took the cooler to the sand?
All the way
Yeah.
across the beach.
He
Did you
dragged
get a
it.
massage afterwards?
Nothing.
Did you get a
Nothing.
stairwell visit?
I think I got the finger at one point. Yeah.
Oh my God, Sean! I
Drinks
feel
weren't-
so bad for you.
Drinks weren't coming fast enough.
Did
I was
you
like,
did
no,
you buy
that
a
wasn't
cooler
finger.
designed for the beach?
I did.
It's sand ready.
Yeah.
Oh well, I don't feel bad.
It didn't have good wheels though.
And
you
then
can't
he-
live without one of those.
he
They
lost-
cheapskated the wheels, which was
He
very
lost his
frustrating.
crown and was saying he got robbed. Just so you know.
I put a bottle of Crown on the very top of all the drinks, and it disappeared.
And he's like, someone took
And
my
the
crown.
cooler was deep; it literally sank underneath everything. It was on the very bottom.
So
I
it
couldn't find
made
it,
its
so I
way
had
all the way
I
to
had
the
no
bottom.
Crown. I had to drink cheap sangria.
And then at the end of the day, you found the crown at the bottom of the cooler.
I found it when we got home and emptied the cooler. It was
He's
literally
like,
that
"Holy-"
deep in the
How
cooler.
pissed were you?
I was not happy. I was not
Son
happy.
of a bitch! I had to drink
But
sangria.
on an optimistic note, I now have a spare bottle. of
Right
Crown.
now, you're ready for the next trip. Now you're good.
And it's the crown vanilla, which he really enjoys. So he's good.
I really enjoy it too. I won't lie. I have so many other things that I'm not going to get to, but these are definitely things that I want to slide into tomorrow's show. A wholesome new trend has bros, mostly Gen Zs, but not exclusively, picking up the phone just to tell their fellow dudes, "Good night, bro."
What?
The sweet, simple gestures going viral on TikTok, and it's hitting people right in the feels. In one clip, user at Miranda Feo1 filmed her husband calling a buddy, "Hey, man, just wanted to say good night." He says his friend clearly caught off guard, replies, "Wait, really? Are you thinking about me?" He then says, "I love you too. I don't even know what to say. You caught me off guard." Viewers couldn't get enough proof that men need more platonic love. One person commented, another added, "This is how we fight the male loneliness epidemic. Just show up for each other." A Gallup poll cited by the New York Post backs up the emotion behind the trend. American men, especially younger ones, are some of the loneliest people in the country. 1 in 4 men under 35 report feeling isolated, a higher rate than women at the same age, and well above men in places like France and Canada. Turns out, so sometimes all it takes is a simple good night.
You know who does that? Randomly, Big Mike. He just called to be
Right.
like, "I just called to say I love you guys." I'm like, well, that's weird.
Right.
But he just does that all the time.
I don't
and
need a
it's
new
cool.
car. Call me back later,
Yeah,
Mike.
call me
Well,
later.
he's kind of a trickster. He's called me and told me happy birthday a few times, and wasn't even my birthday, just to talk about cars and trade-ins.
Oh, it's not your birthday? Well,
Yeah,
anyway, did I
yeah.
tell you about the new
Oh, let
Sierra
me-
we just got in?
Yeah.
Let me tell you about the Denali.
Dude, it's got self-driving. You want to come check
Dude,
it out?
dude,
I'm
you
gonna
called
tell
me
what,
2
I've
weeks
only-
ago. It wasn't my
Listen,
birthday then either.
Sean, I've only got one. I only got
Yeah, I
one.
only got
I'm going to
one.
leave it here in the back of the lot for you because you're my VIP guy.
Oh, look, the Colonel says that his friends and him hug.
I'm going to start doing this trend.
I like that.
It's going to be a regular thing for me.
What?
The good night, bro thing.
Like,
Don't
just
call
call me
me.
like, "Good night, bro."
Good night, bro.
Just know that I said goodnight in my head, and we're good.
And
You don't have to call me.
You're not a very nice friend. Like, you don't let people show you affection without embarrassing.
I go to bed at about midnight. You want me to call you and say goodnight?
Well, I went to bed at 4:30 last night, so
Right.
I'm still asleep.
No, I want you to do the phone calls when it's appropriate. Then you have insomnia by yourself.
Yeah.
See?
All right.
You-
Now it's on your turn.
Okay,
so
no
I see how it
calls
goes.
after 8:30.
7.
You know what's funny is, like I told you, I was doing a lot of work in SEO, and it requires to go to your Google pages and stuff. And I'm working on everything. I'm working on everything. Like
Yeah.
like I'm being a nerd. And I was like, hours for big events, right? I was like, hours.
Mm-hmm.
If I say 24 hours and they're looking at 2 o'clock in the morning and they call, I'm not going to hear it. Don't matter. Put it 24 hours.
Yeah.
By the way, don't kiss him anymore.
Him.
Huh?
Him.
Why?
It could spread dementia.
Really?
Absolutely.
You can spread dementia.
From kissing.
Really?
Oh, you're screwed.
It's the new herpes. Along with germs, kissing could spread dementia. Researchers out of Iran looked at how transferring saliva between two humans could impact mental health. Previous studies have shown that people suffering from depression and anxiety have higher cortisol levels in their spit. The theory is that cortisol has a toxic effect on the hippocampus area of the brain, which plays an important role in memory.
Really?
Right. I once kissed a dumb guy and it made me dumb.
You know what? This could be true.
Right. This could be everything. Remember that one guy you dated, ladies, that was really dumb, right? And Sarah, don't respond if it was me. But when you kissed that guy,
right?
He gave you some of the dumb genes.
He gave you
and
some.
now you're a little bit dumber because you kissed a
I
dumb
would
guy.
say that this is probably not accurate. You probably were stupid for kissing him in the first place. So therefore,
Dementia
you
is
brought
not.
it to the table. Of course,
Right.
you already had it.
Well, I don't know.
By the way, the perfect vacation lasts 11 days and is 3 hours from home. So just remember that. And it'll cost you around $8,800 per person.
For what?
That's a lot of money. 30 grand. I'm only 3 hours from home.
For what?
No way. Let me read this whole. What?
No way.
The holiday weekend might have what your appetite have for a full vacation. The perfect trip may be an 11-day stay in Cleveland. That's if you're from Buffalo.
Cleveland.
A new report claims that the perfect vacation lasts 11 days and is 3 hours from your home. The perfect trip would cost an average of $8,800 per person, which seems high unless it includes a 3-hour flight. Even then, you'd also be treating yourself because that's about an $800 a day. 60% of people would be looking for somewhere with a beach. 53% would enjoy the great outdoors. But of course, travel can be stressful. So the perfect trip needs to be a situation where you completely can relax and unwind. And $8,800, I think they mean $8,800 total for anybody for the whole trip. That's still a lot.
Yeah. Colonel says, "Wow, how shitty is Buffalo?"
Right.
Well, he also says I look amazing considering what time I went to bed last night.
I don't think Selena was talking to you.
Food and Wine did a blind test on major beer brands and ranked the North American beer lagers. Number one lager is made by the Brooklyn Brewery. And you guessed it, Brooklyn Lager. Sam Adams Boston Lager, number 2. Modelo Especial, number 3. Narragansett, it's popular in New England, is number 4. Coors Banquet.
I've never even heard of that.
That's the original Coors.
Banquet?
Coors Banquet. Number 5, Corona. Number 6, Miller Lite. Number 7, Pabst Blue Ribbon. Number 8, Bud Light. Number 9, Miller High Life. Number 10. I'd enjoyed a little Mick Ultra, which was ranked last.
A lot of people drink that around here.
My wife. I was drinking a beer and I was getting a beer and I was like, she was like, it took you that long to get a sissy beer? She's like, yeah, I am right now. Like it was all about her dad or something. She was like, I'm gonna be a little bit of my dad right now. I can't believe it took. I think we waited that long for you to get a little sissy ass beer.
Dang.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
She let you have it.
She did, but I enjoy it. I was laughing.
You enjoy beating everything.
I like when she acts like her mom or her dad,
Yeah.
and doesn't realize it is always fun. When she realizes it's even more fun. She's a lot like her dad.
Yeah.
I wish I was a lot like her dad. I wouldn't have to ask her dad to keep doing things around the house. That's all I got for you guys, man. I had a great day hanging out with you, man. Make sure you log on to BigMamaRadio.com. Check out all the news. It's growing each and every day. We're adding something new every day. I'll see you tonight out at Pod Sports Cafe for an amazing trivia night. Get online at Big Events FL on social media if you want to get clues to tonight's trivia round. That's all I got for you. Tomorrow we'll have I do know that Tommy Bohannon will be back tomorrow.
Yes.
So we'll get ready for a little Financial 15 with Tommy B tomorrow. That'll be a good time. And another bad boy report on P. Diddy after today's trial, because trial resumes just now. It just resumed. So we'll find out what's going on in today's trial tomorrow on Big Mama Radio. Tune in tomorrow then to see us. Thank you to SJC Technologies. Thank you to our good friends at Joshua Tree for being our stream sponsor. And thank you to WB Williamson Brothers for being the studio sponsor. More Big Mama Radio coming up. Enjoy the music. Good night. Good day. Goodbye. Oh, save the radio.
Save the radio. Yeah, forget all about this stuff.
I'm like, wait a minute. Did we forget something?
It feels wrong.
Oh, all right. Hold on. Just hold your horses.
Save the radio.
We're going to do it again, I guess. We'll just do it again. We'll just do it again. We'll just sign it off again. All right. You guys have a great day. Remember, when that repo man comes for the car, don't forget to
save the radio.
To the Joshua Tree Stream.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up.
Need your trees trimmed? Call 239-888-6817 on Florida's favorite radio station, Big Mama Radio.
Hey there, Fort Myers. This is Jamie, the general manager at Dixie Buick GMC, and I've got a secret to share. The best kept secret in town. We've been proudly owned by the same family for a whopping 90 years. Dixie Buick GMC. That's right, 90 years of commitment to our community. And here's the kicker. Absolutely no dealer fees or market adjustment fees. We believe in transparency and giving you the best deal possible. Now, here's an exclusive deal just for our Big Mama Radio listeners. Mention that you heard it on BMR and you'll get $1,000 off your purchase. Yes, you heard it right. $1,000. Dixie Buick GMC. Find us conveniently located on US 41 in Fort Myers. Visit our website at DixieBG.com to check out our extensive inventory or swing by for a test drive. Dixie Buick GMC. And if you want to chat with someone who knows their stuff, give us a call at 239-330-9918. Dixie Buick GMC. Don't miss out on the Dixie Buick GMC experience, where tradition meets top-notch service. Dixie Buick GMC, family-owned, fee-free, and fantastic. See you soon, Fort Myers.
Is your yard looking cluttered with dead branches, overgrown limbs, or trees growing too close for comfort? At Joshua Tree, Inc., our team is here to handle all your tree care needs. Whether it's shaping, removal, or improving the health and safety of your landscape, we provide free consultations and estimates to find the perfect solution for you. When you're ready to revitalize your landscape, trust Joshua Tree for top-notch, reliable tree care services. Call 239-888-6817 or visit myjoshuatree.com. Let's make your trees and your landscape look their best. We're here to help.
Is your yard looking cluttered with dead branches, overgrown limbs, or trees growing too close for comfort? At Joshua Tree, Inc., our team is here to handle all your tree care needs. Whether it's shaping, removal, or improving the health and safety of your landscape, we provide free consultations and estimates to find the perfect solution for you. When you are ready to revitalize your landscape, trust Joshua Tree for top-notch, reliable tree care services. Call 239-888-6817 or visit myjoshuatree.com. Let's make your trees and your landscape look their best. We're here to help.
They say Southwest Florida is the lightning capital of the world. So it only makes sense that the firm that knows Southwest Florida the best is Lightning Realty Group. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or rent, Lightning Realty Group is a full-service brokerage. They even offer complete management services for your property. So put them to work for you. Lightning Realty Group, taking Florida real estate by storm. 239-201-2951 or lightningrealtygroup.llc.com. Your playlist non-stop.
Non-stop hits all day, every day. Every day, every day, every day.
The big hits. Big Mama Radio.
Can't tie me down, but you can whip your lovin' on me, baby. Whip your lovin' on me.